What's going on, world? DS1 Ross, and we back here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Shout out to everybody who support the platform. Much love, man. I appreciate all the love and the support. Tuned in right now. Make sure you hit the like button on the way in. Make sure you hit the like button on the way in. Tuning in right now. Make sure you hit the like button. Shout out to everybody that's coming on through. Shout out to everybody that's coming on through. Like I said, make sure you hit the like button. After you hit the like button, make sure you hit the share button. Share the show on your community tab, throughout your social media. If you got a Discord, sharing in your Discord server is very much appreciated. Those are the first two ways you support me and the show. I appreciate that. It's very much appreciated. After that, you can go to Cash App, type in $Sheep Stay Sleep TV, one word. That's at Cash App, $Sheep Stay Sleep TV with one word. Just put it all together, Sheep Stay Sleep TV, one word. That is where you can financially support the show. That is where you can financially support the show. You also can click the little $ in the chat box. That is called the Super Chat. You can donate there. You can leave your questions, your comments. I will post them. Any other forms of donations, the donation links will be in the chat room. All other donation links will be in the chat room. So shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all. So salute. I appreciate it. Let's start the show. Shout out to everybody in the building. Shout out to everybody in the building. Shout out to everybody. And shout out to James Kills for listening in the clouds. He hit the Cash App. I appreciate that. He said, I'm still coming for you. The Saturday show, BA1. No doubt. No doubt. Shout out to you for hitting the Cash App. Appreciate it. Y'all see the show. Y'all see the title. You're the potter. You are the potter. You are not the clay. You are the potter. You are not the clay. Now, what made me come up with this topic was lately what's been going on, what we've been seeing. Everybody's doing the show about Cardi being offset. And just before the whole Cardi B offset thing that I see is gonna blow up. And it's because Cardi is involved. But as we can see, since the whole COVID thing popped off, we've been noticing these entanglements that I've been speaking about here on the channel. I've been breaking down these entanglements and how this is nothing but some soap opera shit, to get people to feed into a narrative so these artists can find a way to eat, because a lot of them are not doing shows, they're not making money, and these record companies still got to eat some way, somehow. So the way that they keeping these artists hot and being able to push singles and being able to make the money that they can make for their label and to fulfill their contracts, they coming up with little controversy, because we know controversy sells. Controversy is part of promotion. It's part of selling a story. So y'all know I've been going in, I've been breaking down these entanglements. And as we can see, this is another entanglement, you know, that we're going to watch another episode. But what I'm noticing in each situation, in every entanglement, and shout out to Valdez, man, because he did a show the other day when he was speaking about how men need to stop putting themselves in a position to be dominated. And I'm noticing in all those situations, the men were never in a dominant position. And when I say dominant, I'm not just speaking about financially, because we already know it's a lot of dudes out here that are not the man of their relationships, but they got the money in the relationship. So when we speak of dominance, when I speak of dominance, I'm not really speaking about money. Never when it comes to men dominating a situation when it comes to women, because at the end of the day, money is just a tool. That's all it is. That's all it is. So, as we can see in the Jada and Will entanglement, that Will was the sub. He was crying on TV. Offset was crying on TV, on Instagram, which is TV, IGTV. He was crying. So we know he's the sub, begging for forgiveness. You know, Will was crying. Uh, you see what happened with Lyra Galore. She had CEOP crying on Instagram. All of these guys are in the submissive position. They're being dominated. All of them. All of them. August was basically a sex slave, so he was being dominated. We know Dwayne Wade is being dominated. Gabrielle Union already admitted that. We already know that because he likes to paint his toenails. Colors. Not clear. Like when a man go get his feet done or go get his nails done, he might get clear nail polish or something. That's some clean fly shit. But when Dwayne walk out the salon, his toenails is apple red. He coming out, his toenails is pomegranate when he walk out the salon. So we know that this guy's dominated. No matter how much success these guys have. And it's because these men grew up in the gynocracy. It's evident. And when you grow up in the gynocracy, the ideology to young Black boys is you serve the feminine principle. Let me repeat that. In the gynocracy, growing up as a little Black boy, you are taught the ideology, everything that you are taught is encompassed in worshiping the feminine principle. That is what you're taught, to worship the feminine principle, to neglect everything about yourself and about being a man, because your job is to service and serve the feminine. So it doesn't matter if you're the high school quarterback, you're the college star quarterback, you're the NFL star quarterback. If you grew up in the goddamn gynocracy, you was raised to worship that broad. And every broad that's around her and around you. You see? This is why Dr. Dre is going through what he's going through. I could look at a broad. A lot of these celebrity dudes, I could look at they broad and see if she's a gynocrat or not. 90% of these black male celebrities, they're in relationships with gynocrats. 90% of them. They are in relationships with gynocrats, especially the lower tier guys. They're with gynocrats. And they're with gynocrats because they were raised to worship the feminine principle. That's why they're going wife up a stripper. That's why they'll go and wife her up and think that she's going to be something other than what she never was. This is how you get a multi-millionaire who runs $1 billion record label called Quality Control. He goes and wifes up and impregnates so many other rap niggas leftovers. Do you know how many rappers Lyra Galore slept with? Rappers. P is a CEO. He went and wifed up and impregnated a chick who was sleeping with rappers. Like think about that. Think about that. See why money doesn't make you high value? He is the CEO of one of the biggest rap labels right now. One of the biggest artists right now worldwide is signed to QC. His name is Little Baby. His name is Little Baby. One of the biggest artists in the world right now. Who want to challenge that? He's signed to QC. Why is this dude, the CEO, why is he wifing up chicks that the rappers smash and he pays rappers? See, pay attention to the mindset, because all of this ties into the topic. See, when you're raised to be a maggle, you're being raised to be the clay. You're the clay. And the feminine principle, the woman that you're dealing with, she becomes the potter. She becomes the potter. This is where you get the concept of these guys are looking for replacements of their mother. It's not always that the guy's looking for a replacement for his mother in the aspect of he's looking for nurturing. No, most guys who grow up and be raised to be maggles, they get with women and treat the women like they will treat their mother. I'm rich now, so I'm going to buy you everything, even though you didn't contribute to shit that I got going on. This is where you get the soldier boys. Soldier Boy got rich when he was young, took care of his whole family. When he started falling off, his family started shitting on him. His mama started getting on the internet trashing him. When he took care of his mama, he took care of his whole family. But you know why they started doing that to Soldier Boy? Because Soldier Boy was raised to be the clay. We made you, Soldier Boy. We made you. You didn't make you. I made you. See, this is what your mama gonna tell you. This is what the gynocrat is gonna tell you when you decide to rebel. Hold on, I made you. See? See, she told Soldier Boy, I made you, boy. When she didn't make Soldier Boy. He made Soldier Boy. She made DeAndre. See, that's her son. Her son is DeAndre, but DeAndre made Soldier Boy. And Soldier Boy is the person who's taking care of everybody. But they don't respect Soldier Boy because they never respected DeAndre. Because remember, she made DeAndre. She's the potter, he's the clay. This is what you see in all these entanglements. This is what you see now with Cardi being Offset. I run this shit, dude. I run this. This is mine. That's my child. It's not yours, it's mine. You violated my marriage, not ours, my marriage. But see, Offset, he married her because of what? That what? See, and Maggles marry women for that reason. See, he was raised to be this way, y'all. This is why I have to keep reminding y'all, high value don't have nothing to do with money. That is that dude's theory. That is an internet theory. You see? Because if Offset had any value within himself, he would have smashed Cardi and kept it pushing. But see, he don't value himself. So how is he high value? He doesn't value himself first. Because he doesn't understand what? That he's the potter. See, a lot of these guys think that they could become the potter because they can pay for the wheel. Let me repeat that. See, a lot of these guys think they're in charge because they could pay the tab. No, you know what you are? You are her date for the night. You are her sponsor. See? See, a lot of these guys think they're the potter because they could pay for the wheel. No, no. You got to know how to use the wheel. See the wheel can't be purchased. Can't be purchased. See, because if you understand that she's the clay, you must bring the wheel with you as the potter. Can't pay for it. You can't say, okay, baby, I run the show now. I got the money now. I got that bag now. I run shit now. I got that bag. Uh-uh. You know what she gonna say? Oh, you got that bag now? Yeah, you run shit, daddy. Pay me. I need this. I need that. I need this. I need that. That's what you're gonna start hearing when you think because you got the bag now and you run something because you done paid for the wheel. Now you think you're the potter. That's when she starts saying, oh yeah, I like this. Oh, I was looking on this website and I want this, that, and the third. Because remember, you run stuff now. So now you could pay for me now. Now you can afford me. Now you can afford me. See, a real potter comes with the wheel. Even if he coming up to her with the wheel and the wheel is dusty and he gotta dust it off and he might have to tweak it and fix it. He bringing the wheel though. And that wheel that I'm talking about is what we talk about in this space called a man's program. But see, the program that he designs for a woman to follow, that must be there must be an extension to that. That program is basically a part of his vision for himself. This is why you're the potter, because you have to be able to guide and lead a woman for her to go in the direction she need to be going for you, because you're the potter. Because guess what? She needs you more than you need her. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. Oh, DS1 shouldn't have said that, right? That was wrong. No, you didn't, DS1. Oh, yes, I did. You know why? Because a potter can go find clay anywhere. Clay can't go find a potter. See, without a potter, you have no form. You have nothing to do. This is why you see on social media, you always seeing so much women saying, I'm bored. I'm bored. I'm bored. I think I'm going to go get me some ice cream. I'm bored. I'm bored. Love and Hip Hop just went off. Now I'm bored again. They don't have nothing to do because there's no potter there. There's no potter there. So the mole is just going to sit there and, you know, just rot away. And that's what women do. That is what women do when they don't have a man. They sit around and they crumble. They crumble. They sit around and drink all day. If they still working, all they doing is taking their money, going out, going on these trips, going on goddamn cruise trips to eat and drink and smash random dudes because they drunk and then feel bad in the morning and wake up and drink again. Because there's no potter. You're just clay. You're just clay. You're just clay. You're just clay. See? Clay gonna always be looking to be molded. You see? Because you have no purpose just sitting there. So who gives the clay purpose? The potter. This is why the gynocracy teaches us to be clay. Don't raise your voice, boy. Oh, you starting to smell yourself, huh? You gonna get out my house. That's why they do that to us. Beat us into submission. Talk down to us. Beat us down emotionally. Because they're extracting the masculinity out of you. I spoke on this already. That is so you can become clay. That is so you can become the clay. Because any mother, especially a single mother, she knows that at some point her son will raise up against her because it's in him. It's his nature to do that. And it's not because he's raising up to harm his mother. It's because he's rising up against something that he knows he's stronger than. This is why the single mother beats the boy when he's young, so he doesn't think to ever do that. You become clay. And then you become clay for every other woman. And see, you become even more docile and even more putty-like when you have money. Because now you feel like it's nothing. I got it. See now when you got the money, when these guys got the money and the fame and the prestige, it makes them feel better about being clay. That's what it ain't chicken if you got it. It ain't chicken if you got it. That's dudes feeling comfortable about some shit they wouldn't have felt comfortable about being broke. Oh, I wasn't supposed to say that, right? See, because when these dudes was broke, they wouldn't dare trick. They wouldn't dare. Because they wouldn't feel good about spending their last $20 on a chick. They wouldn't feel good about spending that last $40 on that quick visit for that escort. They wouldn't feel good doing that because that's their last $40. But if I'm making $100K a year, I'm gonna go spend $250 for an hour. That's nothing, cause it ain't tricking if you got it. See how dudes try to use stuff to make them feel better? But when the escort leave, you're still sleeping next to a ghost. How does that feel, buddy? How does that feel, putty buddy? Because when the escort goes, you still gonna go to sleep by yourself. So how does that feel? See? And that's what we see with these entanglements. These guys, these men not understanding long before they had money that they were the potter. You're the potter, man. You're the potter. She's the clay. She's the clay. She's the clay. She's the clay. Oh, so you think we might not find out that Offset probably was writing some of those lyrics like Safari was with Nicki? You think we might not find out some of that? Think about it. It might just come out. We might just find out that Offset was writing a lot of Cardi stuff, you know? Cause see, a lot of times with ghostwriting, y'all gotta understand some ghostwriters, they they rather take the money instead of getting the credit. Meaning they play the short game instead of the long game. So I'll take an extra 30, 40,000 for you to write in the credits that you wrote the song. I'll take an extra 100. It depends on who you writing for. It depends on who you writing for. And then you got some guys who negotiate, all right, you're not going to get the full credit for writing the song, but you can get this percentage of writing. And I'll pay you this amount of money. What do you think Beyonce did? Beyonce paid a lot of songwriters to write her shit, and she took the credit. And then you got guys like Dream, who was able to negotiate where he owns percentage of the song credit along with him getting them big ass checks, just like Neo. But a lot of the people that you don't hear about, like the Safaris of the world, he took the money. He didn't take the credit. He didn't want no percentages on the back end. He took the money up front. It's a lot of that going on in the industry. Rest in peace, Fred the Godson. Legendary songwriter, legendary battle rapper from the Bronx. He passed away, they say, from COVID. Legendary songwriter in the game. He wrote a lot of songs y'all don't know he wrote. And his names is not in the credits because he was taking that bag. He was taking that bag. Oh, how much? All right, 40 bands? Let me get that. 25,000, 15,000 for a verse? There you go. Yeah, you could take the credit. You know how many battle rappers ghostwrite for some of your stars that you see? You think Drake don't have a ghostwriter? You think Eminem don't have ghostwriters? Who you think Joel Ortiz is? Who you think Slaughterhouse was? Slaughterhouse was a team of writers that Eminem hired. And I know I'm getting off on the topic, but it's all relative. See? See, brothers, you got to understand that you're the potter. It's, it's about you. It is. See, this how you know that it's all about you at the end of the day. When these celebrity relationships, or just relationships in general for the most part, who do who always gets blamed for it going south? The man. I cheated on you. Yeah, that was wrong. Yeah, we was married. Yeah, but you wasn't making me feel right. A husband's job is to take care of his wife's feelings. So I was going to get my feelings met. You need to understand that if you're a husband, it's always back to you. That's how you know it's about you. So why don't you make it about you? Why don't you make it about you? Because she gonna make it about you, whether she do the right thing or the wrong thing. She's gonna make it about you. When shit is good, it's not because of you, but she's with you. When shit is bad, it's because of you. And everything went, and when it went bad, it was because of you. And that's why you have to fix it. You have to fix it because you're the potter. You're the architect. But that has to be established from the forefront in your program. See, in your program that you establish for your woman, you have to be on top. You can't you can't create a program and be subordinate to her. You have to create a program where you are delegating responsibilities to her. You're the manager. You're the CEO. She reports to you. And you know why she reports to you? Because it's your vision. It's your vision. That is that is that is the only reason most women have shit to do in life. Do you know, if we lived in a society where everything was independent and everybody had to fend for themselves? If a woman was with a man who wasn't about shit, she'll just sit around and rot all day. If she couldn't go work at McDonald's and no shit like that, man, these women would be sitting around croaking. No, because they're just clay. They're clay. They are clay. What happens when you leave clay out for a long time? You just leave it out. What happens? What happens? What happens? Y'all know what happens. It loses its form. It begins to just flake off and wither away. Because clay is used to be shaped and molded into something. And clay cannot shape and mold itself. Let me repeat that. Clay cannot shape and mold itself. Why do you think the gynocracy turns the man, the black male child, into clay? And the female becomes the potter? Because clay cannot shape and mold itself. A woman can't shape and mold herself into what she need to be for a man. No, a man has to direct her. You don't know what a man want until he tell you. You only know what men want because you heard men say what they want. You just don't know that. Because all men just don't want sex and food. Some men like to talk. You know, some men like to sit around and read with their woman. See? But you wouldn't know that. See, she wouldn't know that until you tell her you're the potter, she's the clay. Then she's supposed to shape and mold herself around what you want and what you are because she falls in love with what you are. And what makes her secure with you is when you continuously give her a reason to feel kept or belong. A woman likes to feel part of things. She's a nester. So you have to give your woman things to do. It has to be something there. You have to give her a sense of belonging to something. And women like to be a part of something that's big because they like the big stage. They like the lights. So they could put on that dress. And so they could be right next to that powerful man that they see you to be. But you always have to show her. See, that's what when a woman say, I need reassurance. I need reassurance. You know what that should be telling you? All she's telling you is you need to stand firm in the shit that you doing. See, all that is her female emotions and shit playing on the fact that is he really right? Am I doing something wrong? Am I submitting to the wrong man? Girl, I'm stressed right now, girl. I think I done made the wrong decision again. So what she come and do? She come and pull it and bring that on you. I don't know right now. I don't know about that YouTube stuff you doing right now. I don't know about all that. I don't know. You know, I understand you trying to build a brand and all that, but I don't know. You know, because I want more. I want more, and yeah, I think you just why don't you just go get a regular job? Why don't you just go get your CDL? That's her trying to become the potter and make you the clay. And see, a lot of these guys, they already come in at that position. They come in, throw their wallet on the table, throw their ID on their table, throw their penis on the table. Here, baby, take it. That's what Offset did with Cardi. and her little wop in her little mouth. Here, take it. Here's my cards. Here's my keys. Here, I'll buy you a Benz truck. Oh my God, here. Just don't stop. The wop. Because why? In the gynocracy, a boy is told to worship the feminine principle and not the actual feminine principle, but the bastardized version of it, which is the P. You worship the P. You worship the almighty V. A black woman is God. That's called P worship, V worship. You're a maggle. You can't do nothing without that little V. If that little hole ain't vibrating, you ain't living. Right? Happy wife, happy life. Now look at him. Clay. And I came this afternoon, brothers, to let y'all know that y'all are the potters, man. We're the potters. We're not the clay. The women are. The women are. And women know that they're clay. They know it. Because guess what? After all this stuff is done, Cardi gonna find her another dude. And guess what she gonna do? She gonna make him clay too. Because these women realize that a lot of these guys in this whole industry are clay. They're maggots. Because they were raised by the gynocracy. And see, a lot of the women that are like Cardi, that come from the underworld, they know that these guys are clay. Because these guys were in the clubs throwing their drug money before they were throwing their rap money. And they were throwing money at girls like Cardi. They were throwing money at girls like Lyra. They were throwing money at girls like Amber. So they know it. They know a Dwayne when they see one. They know a Offset when they see one. They know a Will when they see one. Jada Pinkett Smith was in love with Tupac. You think Pac would have ever been with her? I'm talking about been with her in the way that Will is. So, brothers, you're the potter. You're not the clay. You are the potter. You're not the clay, man. Remember that. So that's all I got. Y'all go ahead. Y'all enjoyed the show. Donate to the show. Cash App $ Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Cash App $ Sheep Stay Sleep TV. You need any other donation links is in the chat room. Y'all go ahead, hit the donations up. Donate to the show. I appreciate y'all tuning in this afternoon. Salute to the masculine mercenaries that's tuned in. Salute to the matter mercenaries that's tuned in. Shout out to everybody who supports Sheep Stay Sleep TV, man. I appreciate y'all. I'm going to catch y'all later. Peace.